Welcome to my channel and thank you for tuning in. My name is Gabriel Nyamu, your Papa's coach. I want to share briefly on some grave ruins of a victim mindset. You may have had people talk about self-sabotaging, where the people who play a victim in every situation, and this usually work against you. So I hope through these 8 areas, you're going to be able to see how you can take personal responsibility and also going through personal transformation, the renewal of your mindset that helps you leverage, optimize, and unleash your powerful potential that God has given you. Now, the first grave ruin is a ruin around people who never take personal responsibility or individual responsibility over anything in life, meaning they don't see themselves as part of a contribution to an issue. Maybe your business failed, doesn't perform well, you blame your suppliers, you blame your employees. That is a victim mindset. So there must have been a contribution of you, and especially for readers, for whatever life situation that manifest, because what we see in life is more of the manifest, is more of the outcomes, and there must be an individual responsibility. Even when you're losing relationship, there must be an individual responsibility in that process. Number 2 is attributing your personal suffering as an outcome of someone else's action. What does that mean? That means if I am poor, it's because somebody else has made themselves rich and therefore they have taken away. If I am sick, it's because somebody else have infected me. There's that kind of a mindset. So that means they always see situations as outcomes of someone else's effort, meaning that there's somebody else, you may call them enemy, who is working your downfall 8 to 5, which sometimes is not the case. The third aspect is component of being able to not see good things. So complaining every time. And this mostly is an expression of inadequacy or fear within you that then manifests and expresses itself as complaint. Now, complaint denies you gratitude, and you all know that gratitude attracts plenty. And every time you blame, automatically, that situation leaves you more lame. I make a quote and usually say that every blame leaves you more lame. And it denies you an opportunity to learn, because it seems then it's someone else's fault, a kind of fault. So it's nothing to do with me, and therefore I have nothing to improve. And we all know that a human being is a learning being. That's another name that could have been given, learning being. So if there is no opportunity to learn, there's nothing to improve, you remain the same, no growth. That's how you ruin yourself. They also easily look for excuses again. So instead of looking for how I could have done something better, maybe I needed to have learned a new skill, maybe I needed to have consulted, maybe I needed to have sought for an advice, you'll quickly look for excuses to justify inaction. That's a mindset of a victim. You try always, because you know you didn't do something and you don't want to take responsibility. What do? You look for a quick excuse that you can fill in, because there can never be a vacuum. So that excuse goes to justify your inaction. They're also very judgmental. And by this, of course, what happens is that they criticize others to be able again to push responsibility elsewhere. They will talk about failed businesses, yet they are not doing any business themselves. They talk about failed institutions, they have none that they have built that is successful. So they'll be more judgmental to criticize others than actually seeing themselves as a solution. Number 6 is reactiveness. These are people where they will never be proactive for a solution, but they wait for things to happen, then they will react, not even respond. They are going to react. So, and that's a showcase of non-proactiveness. Number 7, they will never take corrective feedback because it is personal. So if you're trying to tell somebody you didn't organize that event well, they will take it personal. It's like you're attacking them. It's a weapon, it's an arrow. So they weaponize feedback so that when directed to them, they take it so personal. So they are not proof for any correction. And because of that, they are self-justified. And in turn, there will be no improvement. They will never grow because they are not learning from feedback. Why? They are self-justified and therefore they are ideal. So there's nothing to change in their life. Number 8 is they paint a sense of urgency in other people's life. Have you seen people who, when they have a financial crisis, they want that financial crisis to become your crisis also? So they'll try to push the urgency to become someone else's urgency, yet it's themselves struggling. But then they'll try to implicate you, to recruit you into their own ruin. And that make them feel a bit more secure, make them feel a bit more just because now they have a company of people singing the same mindset and the same narrative, which is very absolutely wrong. They won't even look to understand how they could have come out of that situation. They will feel like everything else is the way they view it. Their perception becomes the reality for other people. So these are just sample of grave ruins of a victim mindset. I hope that you don't fall prey into any one of them. And if you fall prey, kindly look for help. The other thing, of course, is that because of this self-justification of a victim mindset, they never look for help. Why? Because they are self-justified. So you tell them to seek professional advice, counsel, they won't take that. Why? They feel they are okay, yet within themselves, they are defeated and they are victims. This is Gabriel Nyamu, your Papa's coach. If this has helped you, kindly share it within your network. Make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe. And this is brought to you by Papa's Verse, your redemptive purpose and impact partner. God bless you.